I'm Jeffrey Sanders, and I'm on Washington Woods Comprehensive High School tight end. Any team I can play for. When Larry first sent me the flyer, and it spoke about Coach William being a coach, a mentor, and a friend. And I can add a few more characteristics to that. He was a great listener, and he cared about us on and off the court. So I can tell a few stories. I can honor some of my teammates along the way. I'm just gonna hold this. We had, it was a transition year, 1981, 43 years ago. And Coach Williams was the new coach. We didn't know him. We got to know him in this way. He was probably one of the most fairest coaches I ever come across, and I played with a lot of different coaches. And being a great listener, I can tell a story about a time in practice when we had this 6'3" point guard named Dennis Booker. He was probably 130 pounds wet. Because in high school I was only 165 pounds, 6'2". And Dennis had this move, we had spread the court out, let him take his man one-on-one. He had this flip, cross dribble, he wouldn't play with you. And he'd get the guy on his hip, go straight down the middle, go to the goal, go straight up, and dunk on him. But caveat to that was, Dennis had bad knees, bad shin splints. In the prior year, we would be practicing, and we knew 2 days before the game, Dennis couldn't practice what's called. So we knew, we didn't mind Dennis sitting on the side, doing a little warm-up drills a couple of days, so we know we just wanted him for game time. So here come Coach Williams, the new coach, the fair coach. But sometimes you gotta understand, sometimes fair is not fair. So, I'm not gonna speak in your voice like some guy. But Coach Williams say things like, I'm gonna be fair. You don't have a position because you started last year. And it took me years to get a starting position. Still picking splinters. And say things like, you know, I'm gonna treat everybody the same. So Dennis had to play, practice with us, and he didn't do well. So this is when you start finding out who your leaders on your team are. Of course, we had Dennis, real quiet. You know, he was our 6'3" point guard. We had a gentleman named Johnny Barstow, who was one of the team captains, defensive player. You had me playing 3. Never seen a shot I didn't like. And then you had Travis Turner, who was our overall MVP, rebound, sharp elbow, 6'4", played like he was 6'9". And then we had our overall leader, Larry, who was our team captain. Everybody looked to on and off the court. And Larry said, hey, let's get together and we just let Coach Williams know we don't mind letting Dennis not practice in a couple of days. No, we worked for us the year before. Let's do that. We all quiet. We nodded our head. Yeah. So Larry always was supposed to be just like he is right now. He goes back to Coach Williams. Hey, Coach, we don't mind Dennis not practicing. No, Dennis needs her. You know, we don't mind. And all the rest of it just nodding their head. You know, we just, you know, went along, you know, Coach Williams. Listen, Dennis was able to take it easy a couple of days, and he was fine. Another situation, we wasn't highly recruited. my high school year, my high school senior year. We wasn't highly recruited. We played against some of the best guys in the state. Grant boys that went out and played pro basketball. The William Mills, great basketball leading scores in the state. Wasn't highly recruited. So I'm sitting on my front porch, between the spring and the summer, before school started. My father asking me, "What you gonna do, boy? You going to school?" One was knocking on my door. So I guess it was another way of him saying, "You're going to do work, school, something when you get out of here." But what Coach William did for us as a team, we got in our cars. We went down to Payne College. I think it was Coach Sprout. And we as a team, we auditioned for that coach. And I think he liked Dennis and, a few others. Then we took another ride to Clark College. Now it's Clark University. And we played again in front of Coach Robert Pritchard, one of the toughest coaches I had come across. And we played against some of their starters, and we jumped on them like we stole something, and they had to regroup and take another look at us. But out of all that audition, Coach Pritchard liked me. The very first thing he said to me, "Hey, that's Sam, you know where the hole is, don't you?" And that opened up an opportunity for me to go to college and play and have long life relationships with coaches there, friends, players, people who I speak to and see right now, this current day. And I can only thank Coach William for that. That's my story.